What's up? This is AK. I was walking with my daughter and we came by a track and it brought me back to my old college days. In the past, I was a former All-American athlete runner from the University of Oregon, so this area, this feeling, is something that I'm very used to. So when I was walking by and I noticed the track, it made me think about how good or a perfect metaphor the 400-meter run, the 400-meter dash, one time around the track is to success, to life. Like the 400-meter dash, and I know there's going to be people that say the 800 or the 400 hurdles, that could work as well. But for me, I know the 400. I know that well. But like the 400, as in success in life, for everybody, when the gun goes off, or when you have an idea, or when you're starting on a new venture, the beginning is fairly easy. You get out, you feel good. But the reason why the 400 is such an ideal metaphor on life, on success, is because there's always a point in the race where a realization comes in, where reality comes in. And usually that's over at you can say the 200-meter dash, halfway through the race. After the idea phase, after the fun, the excitement is gone. Where you start to feel uncomfortable. See, for most people, they feel like the race started at the gun. But really, the race starts halfway through. When you start to get uncomfortable. Or in life, when you get that first rejection, or you get people that may not be excited about your idea, or it's just one too many late nights. And then as you go further in the race, you come to the final 100 meters where it really becomes uncomfortable. Now, if you ran a 400, just a little bit of background, is you probably see races like Michael Johnson, Jeremy Warner, Sean Merritt running these races, and it looks like they're speeding up at the end. But what really is happening in the race, in the 400, it is the one that is dying the least that looks like they're surging forward. So if you're thinking about it as in life, the final 100 is really the one who's willing not to quit. The one who is going to feel the pain, but is saying, I'm going to continue to move forward, even though the pain is great. Because they've put so much work in. They've sacrificed their days of entertainment, of sleep, of fun, because the goal of the finish line is more important than how they started. See, the end of the race, that final 100, is who is willing to keep on fighting even though the pain is still in. So when we talk about life, when we talk about success, when you're coming down for a goal, an accomplishment that you're trying to reach, sometimes it's about how you're going to finish, about outlasting, about not quitting at the end, about doing everything you need to do to be successful. See, what we don't see, lastly, is the work that comes into getting to this point. See, some of us just want the shortcut where we just want to start at the 200 meters, but that's not how it works. What you don't see is the hours that are put in, and track and field is so valuable. It's so important because in track and field, the difference between first and second, first and third, first to making the finals is tenths of a second, and those tenths of a second can be hours, can be months of work, but you don't see it. What you see is the end. What you see is them on the podium, the victory. What you don't see is the work. So as I finish off, sometimes about being successful in life is not about having the best idea. Sometimes even working the hardest is just willing to not quit. The one that's willing to outlast the rest in the competition. It's not easy. There's no shortcuts. If you want to be successful, outlast. Even when the pain, even when you're uncomfortable, even when nobody thinks you're going to succeed. That's it.